Hi, my name is Renee, and I will be discussing the do's and don'ts of proper behavior and socializing in the Philippines. First of all, how many of you would give a gift to your business colleague? What would you get them if you did? Did you know that certain gifts could be considered an insult, and even the way you wrap your gift should be well thought out? In the Philippines, there is no time like the present to give a gift. Gifts with your company's logo on it, such as pens, USB drives, and planners, are all acceptable gifts that can be given to your business associate during your first meeting. Other business appropriate gifts could be books or items that are distinctive to your own country of origin. But what do you give after a deal goes through, or if you're invited to a colleague's house for a meal? One possible gift is flowers. However, ones to be avoided are lilies and chrysanthemums, since those are considered funeral flowers and would be highly inappropriate as a proper gift. Another option is sweets, like candies and chocolate, which can be eaten for dessert. But any other food could be misinterpreted that you think the family is poor. Remember to avoid any gift too personal or anything too extravagant. If you have been invited to a Filipino home, be sure to send a thank you card afterward, and another small gift is always a considerate gesture. When wrapping your gift, take pride in doing so. The wrapping of the gift is an indication of the amount of time and consideration you have put into your gift. The prettier and more festive it is, the better. On a last note on the subject of gift giving, remember to open your gift later, and do not be put off if your gift is not opened in front of you. This is considered a private matter. Let's face it is still very much a man's world, and women are still struggling in many countries to obtain some form of equality. However, in the Philippines, women are now given a lot of the same opportunities as men in the corporate world. Unlike women in the United States, women in the Philippines should be professional and intelligent, but not too assertive or intimidating. In regards to rules for men and women, shaking hands is acceptable when saying hello and goodbye, but it is very much frowned upon for women and men to have physical contact in public. Do not assume that as a man, you can simply shake a Filipino woman's hand. If she is willing, she will hold out her hand for you to shake. Also, a foreign woman must not pay for a bill for a Filipino businessman. This will humiliate him, and it could end up harming the professional relationship. Here in the United States, we use many ways to communicate without words. A back and forth curl of the index finger is a way to motion someone to you, or putting your hands on your hips can mean you are annoyed or just the way you're standing. Did you know both things can be misinterpreted in the Philippines? A back and forth curl of your index finger is an insult, and if used on a person, can actually get you sent to jail. And hands on your hips can signify that you're angry. Filipinos use body language as much as they use actual words. Raising eyebrows or jerking your head up can both indicate yes, while a jerk of the head down can mean no. Although Filipinos have an aversion to the word no, and that is why they are more likely to use a form of nonverbal communication to answer no. Not actually saying no is thought to avoid disputes, rejections, or confrontations. Can you guess what I am signifying? If you guessed two of something, then you were right. A pinky and ring finger instead of an index and middle finger is the proper way to signify two of something. How about go away? Nope. This actually is the proper way to say come here, which can easily be confused with go away, which looks like this. Come here, go away. Come here, go away. Another very common nonverbal communication is a way a Filipino might point at someone or towards a direction. If you ask where someone or something is, they This is important to remember because this is a very common practice. They are not making kissing motions, they are actually just pointing. Finally, what about eye contact? Do you or don't you? Is there such a thing as too much eye contact? Eye contact is important as long as it isn't too continuous. So remember to have eye contact, which is broken up through the conversation. But do not stare, because that can be misconstrued as confrontational. You can expect similar types of entertainment for after work hours, such as going to the movies, concerts, clubs, casinos, and outdoor activities. The Philippines offer an event or festival in almost every month of the year. The Philippines is made up of 7,107 islands, so there is something for everyone. Adventure seekers can rock climb, kayak, scuba dive, and hike in the many mountains, rivers, and coral reefs. The weather in the Philippines is usually nice year-round, so there is always an opportunity for outdoor activities. If you're more of a sightseer, then your stay in the Philippines will be great. There are many sightseeing tours for cities, islands, museums, and so much more. No matter what you do on your time off, remember, you are a guest in this beautiful country and be respectful of the culture and people. You have now learned smart traveling tips, the business culture, and proper behavior and social tips for your new business venture. Please remember that knowing about the business culture will help you improve business relationships and can make it easier to avoid committing taboos or having unacceptable public behavior.